Hi, I'm Lou with another episode of My Car Story. Today we're in Canada and I'm with friend to the channel, Steve Plunkett, and he's known for his Cadillacs. Well, this one's going to be fantastic. Steve, what year, make, and model is this one?
This is a 1954 Cadillac Eldorado Convertible.
You're going to just absolutely love the looks of this. So the front of it is just bulging. Bulges over the headlights, bulges in the bumpers, big parking lights, turn signals. My goodness, everything on this thing, even the side lights, spotlights are round and big and bulgy. What a great big Cadillac V, an emblem there. And then now in the older cars, they call it the Goddess. Do they have a name for this hood ornament?
I'm not sure if they have a name for that one. They may. I'm not sure what it is.
Yeah, good news is our go ahead.
This has the optional fog lights that you're seeing at the front.
Oh, those are fog lights.
Park, turn signal, and optional fog lights. And these are referred to as the Dagmar bumpers, named after Virginia Dagmar, the starlet from the 1950s. She was well endowed.
So those are your, let me just show that from this angle. That's sticking out there. So the just the grill, the whole. Now tell me one more time. So these fog lamps are turn signals as well?
Yes, everything. Turn signal, parking light, and and fog light.
I see there are a couple of bulbs in there now that you mentioned that. Did not know that. This is the first 54 Eldorado coming alongside with me that I think I've ever featured. Now, I will say one thing is we're having a little challenge with the top, so it's going to have the top up today, but that's okay. We'll muster through it somehow so you can enjoy. Right off the bat from the Eldorado, look at that big, is that stainless chrome on the back lower quarter there?
I would say that's aluminum.
Aluminum.
And then the bottom portion is polished stainless.
Let's get a little closer. So there's a lot here, so I'm going to take my time. Number one, you have a massive logo there. You have this wonderful piece there. That's actually part of the prototype had something like that at one point. The Cadillac there in gold. You have the chrome around here. You could see the chrome around the windshield, that chrome vent underneath the windshield. We have the mirror here, the what would those be, spotlights. Thank you. And then there's that tail with these great tail lights here. And as we come around, you can actually see these are for the boot to lock it down, so it has a hard boot too. And as we come around back, obviously we have the Continental kit on this one.
That appears to be a dealer installed Continental kit from new, because the aftermarket ones are not that way at all. Different shape entirely.
Well, it's interesting you say that, because almost all Continental kits have this, what I'll call like pontoon back, where you can almost step off it. Yeah. But I noticed the curvature in this one that you usually, I don't know if I've ever seen a Continental kit with curvature, and they have the chrome in here, the word Eldorado in gold, beautiful spokes. And Steve, let's do, we got the exhaust coming right through there. This taillight has something special. Can you show me what that taillight does? That's where you put your gas.
Your fuel filter right there.
Yeah, so you wouldn't have to pull this open like we normally would. All right, we'll close that. That's such a great idea. We should be doing that right now. So to open this Continental kit, you pull up on this left's open, and then we open the trunk. Or it's on the other side as well, and then you can open the trunk. Speaking of opening the trunk, we'll show you some trunk and treats. So we told you that we'd show you some trunk and treats, and well, this one does not disappoint. There's your Cadillac Series 62. This is a fold-out brochure, as you can see, and there's your Cadillac Eldorado for 54, which is what we're looking at right here. I'm going to be very careful to flip it over in the center so that we can go ahead and pull that. Thank you. And that's what it would look like when you open it. You could see that she's quite excited about her Cadillac, inspecting it. Now she's doing a little more in the inspection there. And then I'll do that just so it'll make a little more sense. And here, by the way, is the Cadillac 60. So you could see the Series 60, the Series 62, and we flipped it over and show the Eldorado first. Now, Steve, not only do we have the tire pressure and the jack instructions, there's our jack, this wonderfully done. How long was the restoration on this car?
This really was restored as it was being driven, actually.
Really?
Yeah. It.
Let me have you hold that. And we'll have you go through it. So the restoration was
So it
how
was
long?
the interior was done at one point.
Okay.
It's what we call a Jenkins interior.
Okay.
They're renowned for better, as good or better than original interiors.
A great American motor car.
This is what you would call a prestige brochure.
It looks like a prestige brochure.
Yeah, it's a beautiful
So
condition.
here's the 60 again. You're saying this in the brochure.
Same color.
Yeah. There's the Series 62, just like you saw in the other one. The Coupe de Ville. We're giving you a little more information now. Just the convertible 62 there. This is that great.
Yep, Series 62.
And this is
And the
yours,
top of the line Eldorado.
the Eldorado. This is the second year you shared for the Eldorado.
Yes, there's the interior right there.
Wow. Wow, let me just get a little bit of reading there on what the Eldorado is like. Okay, we'll flip that over. The Series 75, better known as the limousine. Look at your little flip seat there, okay. Obviously we're getting a little more information in this, the new 230 horsepower. That's great. When the car is this big, by the way, Steve, you get the nylon scrunch in
Yeah.
your shoe. Yeah, that's the nylon scrunch. She is pressing the brakes in this bad boy. Look at this. I'll let you take a moment there. She inspects the car, and we'll close that up. And that's some awesome trunk and treats, Steve. We'll go back to the car. And as we take a look, you could see that Cadillac V. Interesting, they didn't have a logo there. We'll close that. May I go to the interior? Yes, thank you. Steve's nodding yes. You got that handle so you don't scratch and even as I'm thinking about it, this chrome piece here, just to come to the door. And that piece right there. So nice.
This is for your initials.
Is that right?
Yes. I don't think it was ever engraved.
Yeah, okay. Showing that you own the Eldorado. I love as I open the door, I'm greeted to the word Eldorado there. That is so classy. Then I'm greeted to the word Eldorado there. You're not confused on what you're getting into. Another Cadillac badge. Looks like some venting down here. Chrome along the bottom. Red interior. You can see how this nestles up against your arm. This piece here almost looks like some kind of wrap.
Dynoc.
What is it called?
Originally it was Dynoc.
Dynoc.
Which is painted finish on the metal.
Wow.
I can explain this vent.
Please.
When you close the door,
Yeah.
you complete the ventilation duct.
Got it.
And warm air comes right to the back seat from here.
Ah, warming the back through there. Good idea. Power windows, crank vent. Let you take a look at that. Lots of room. You can see the Cadillac emblem embossed on the seat. The back seat has ashtrays to it. Let me show you the front seat, all leather. Wow. Your pedals, padding on the side here. We've got a little note for ourselves to remind ourselves to put some gas in this. You know, if people ask, how's this car on gas? Great, it loves it. Yeah. This one eats it for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Let me show that. I'm going to do this with the steering wheel there so you can see that Cadillac. It's almost like a paperweight with a Cadillac logo in the center of it. That's great. The word Eldorado. We've got a radio delete right now. Not intentionally, I'm sure. Go ahead.
It's overhauled but not installed.
Overhauled but not installed. The low, the high. What do they call this? The Autronic eye?
Autronic eye, auto headlight dimming.
Auto headlight dimming. You have these, you can actually see through them. As you can see.
Original untouched visors.
Wow, original untouched. There's your big knob to pull that off so you can get the top off. And as we show the top off, which we won't pull down because it's not working right now, but even the chrome on that, and you can see it has like an inside piece, so it's two pieces, so it's going to be even quieter than normal. Let's open the hood, shall we?
This is still an ongoing work in progress with some more detailing to do yet.
Okay. So one thing I noticed is this right here, which you see that gap so you can get your finger in there. And if you look at the hood, you can see there's a lot of bracing on the front of that hood. There's your massive bugle horn, which is some of the work in progress. We're working on that. We talked about the Autronic eye, which is right there. Steve, what is this right here? This big device.
The power brake booster.
The power brake booster. It looks like it has a little lube knob on it too. We have your heavy duty air filter. The breather. Danger fan blade. Steve, tell me about this right here with the knob on it. What is that?
Well, the actual master cylinder is down on the frame, so this is an extension to check your brake fluid up here.
Right
Much more
there.
convenient.
Isn't that interesting? You know, the cars are always kind of a work in process, right? I mean, so that's just kind of how it works. I like how they have the filters there on top, so that makes that easy. We've got the hydraulic steering reservoir there. Self-explanatory. What's the cubic inch on this?
It's a 331 cubic inch.
331. 331. So we'll work our way around. We've got the battery. There's your engine and your tag right there, along with our other spotlight. All right, let's fire it up, shall we? Oh, is that smooth? Wow, that's smooth. Let me let you listen to this tugboat. Comes straight out the exhaust there. Oh, that's wonderful. Can you step on the brakes for a second? I just want to see those tail lights. Beautiful. Go ahead, Steve, give it a rev. Nice. Get a little of that moisture out of it. We haven't driven this one for a while. Steve, since we haven't driven this one in a while and I see a little moisture coming out, let's take it for a ride, shall we?
Okay, we'll do that.
Let's go. Here we go in the 54 Cadillac Eldorado. Well, this one floats along.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. You were sharing that the spotlights, the devices here, how they operate. You get them on both sides. So
Yes, they turn on and off from inside, and they swivel for aiming and up and down, all from the interior. It's a very 50s thing. Police are the only ones that really have that type of feature now. So this was a very original car when I bought it. Original paint, windshield, everything. And so it's been an ongoing slow restoration because I can still drive it as I work on it.
yeah.
So we've done the interior, we've done the paint, the chrome, all that sort of thing. And now it's just a few detail things to do on it. A little more detailing under the engine, that type of thing.
Yeah. Now, do you go ahead. You're just going to say about the radio.
Yeah, the radio. I had the radio overhauled again.
Okay.
And I just haven't actually installed it yet.
Got it. We'll just show a little of where we're going. Sounds definitely very potent.
Yeah, it's got a real nice drivability to it. I put the bias ply looking radial tires on this car from Coker Tire.
Okay, to give it the right look.
And the handling is just so nice. What a difference with those radial tires.
How long have you had this one?
Over 20 years.
Wow.
Long
It's a
time.
member of the family.
Yes. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. It could be 25 years.
I mean, just the looks. Have you ever seen another 54 Eldo?
Yeah, I have. Yeah. There's a few around. The rarest is a 53.
Okay. Is that on your list?
I have a 53.
Well, you have a 53.
Yeah, the blue one.
We'll feature that one.
Yes.
So it is on your list.
Oh yeah.
You've already achieved it. We'll have it in the upcoming episodes. All right. Well, I know that the 54 is going on before the 53 because obviously I have to get the 53 on the channel afterwards. But this is just a great car. I just want to show people a little more where we're driving. How nice is this? This almost looks like 1954. Oh, that's just great, isn't it? Well, Steve, it's so much fun being up in Canada with you. It's so much fun sharing your amazing cars, your very rare cars. Thanks so much for being on my car store.
Oh, pleasure. Thank you.
Thank you. This feature, there's the convertible radio that is inside this car. You wondered where it was. It's not radio delete, it was radio sitting waiting there. Just flip it around for a second. I'm just curious. That's a one big box.
It's huge.
Wow.
Like
Okay.
installing a concrete block in a car. Just heavy. You don't want to drop it on your head.
Very good. Thanks, Steve.